Ga Roti is one of my favorite ways to make chicken, and in Vietnam, it's commonly found on bustling streets from tons of food hawkers. And here in the States, you can usually find it at your local Vietnamese deli. Traditionally, Ga Roti is made on a rotisserie, but that's not really accessible for most home cooks, so today we're going to be making it in our oven. It's super easy to make, great for weekday dinners, or really anytime you want. Alright y'all, remember to wash your hands. The first step is marinating our chicken quarters, which is the most common cut of chicken used for Ga Roti, but you could use thighs, breast, whole chickens, really whatever you want. For the marinade, we're gonna combine a teaspoon of 5-spice powder, which is just a combination of star anise, cloves, cinnamon, Szechuan peppercorns, and fennel seed. A little goes a long way here. To that, we'll add in a tablespoon of sugar, onion powder, garlic powder, chicken bouillon, a teaspoon of MSG for that extra yum yum, and to that we'll add in 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce, 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of honey, salt and pepper, some annatto seed oil for the color. We're gonna give that a good mix and let that vibe out in the fridge overnight. But if you are short on time, marinating it for half an hour will also do the trick. While our chicken quarters are marinating, we'll move on to step 2 and get the rest of our prep work done. First, we'll make a quick scallion oil, and I just have some green onions that I'm gonna thinly chop, separating the whites from the greens. Then to a hot pan, we'll heat up some neutral oil, add just the green parts of our scallion, and we're gonna fry this for 10 to 15 seconds or until fragrant. Go ahead and season that with a pinch of salt and move that to the side. We're serving this today with cucumbers and tomatoes, so we're just gonna cut up all our veggies. And if you like this recipe and you wanna learn how to make more of your favorite Vietnamese and Asian dishes, make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications to stay up to date on all my latest posts. Step 3 is cooking our chicken. Preheat your oven to 375. We'll bake this for about 50 to 60 minutes or until the internal temp hits 165. And make sure you flip halfway in between. And when your chicken is almost cooked through, we're gonna make a glaze by combining melted butter with honey and vinegar. We'll brush a generous amount of the glaze on the skin side of our chicken quarters, return it to the oven, broil on low for just a minute or 2 to crisp up the skin. And be careful here as it's super easy to burn. The honey will caramelize quickly in the broiler, so make sure you keep an eye out on it. Step 4 is plating and enjoying. We'll get some rice on a plate. We'll add our sliced tomatoes and cucumbers for health. The star of our show is the roasted chicken. And I have some homemade pickled veggies, and the acidity here will add balance to our plate. We'll finish up our Ga Roti with our scallion oil, and that's our Ga Roti. As always, the full recipe and measurements is on my blog at feedthepudge.com. And if you want to make your own do chua or pickled veggies, make sure you watch this video next. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy.